Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat, or should I say former, has officially stepped aside. Here's his resignation letter, and I quote, "I'll go straight to the body. In the good and conscious thought of my role and responsibilities as the DIG KPS, and in view of the ongoing investigations on the unfortunate incident of the death of Mr. Albert Ojwang, I have today opted to step aside from the office of the Deputy Inspector General KPS pending completion of investigations. The functions of the office will henceforth be performed by my deputy until completion of the investigations. I undertake to provide any support that may be required of me during the investigations of the unfortunate incident. I offer my immense condolences to the family of Mr. Albert Ojwang for their great loss. Signed, Eliud Lagat, DIG KPS." It's worth noting he has stepped aside. He has not resigned yet. Now, in this video, I want us to look into why DIG KPS Eliud Lagat has decided to stand down for investigations to take place. And with no further ado, let's get after it. Now, the first reason prompting Eliud Lagat to step aside is the horrid reality that a link has been established to his office in the Albert Ojwang investigations. How so? James Mukhwana, the cop who had the keys to the cell that held Albert, has spilled the beans. Mukhwana is saying that he got orders from OCS Talam to give 3 goons access to Albert's cell in order for them to go on and teach him a lesson. And guess what? He also claimed that the orders came from further up. How much further up do you think this goes? Definitely to the office or persona of Eliud Lagat. Now, to be fair, Mukhwana's testimony only incriminates OCS Talam. But if OCS Talam is to be cornered, he will also have to give up his boss Eliud Lagat. Failure to which, he'll be the fall guy. So it's game over for him. Lagat's life is in the hands of OCS Talam. And as we speak, Talam is being held in a police cell. So he has all the motive needed to squeal. And to be fair, I really wish Talam listened to Gachagua. Because Gachagua all alone has been warning these people about this habit of taking illegal orders from above and executing to the letter thinking they won't be culpable one day. Here's a tip.
Mkubwa akikwambia kwenda piga mtu, mwambie kuandikia karatasi. Si ndio? Kama hawa watu walitumiwa hapo Central Police Station, walikuwa wamemwambia DIG awaandikie kitu, saa hii wangekuwa kotini. Sasa mkubwa ameruka, hawa wamerukwa, huyu wa polisi amewacha bibi yake na watoto wanahangaika. So nyinyi polisi mnanisikia? Very good. So, and I want to say finally nikimaliza,
mwenye atachukua hiyo mawaidha sawa, mwenye hataki, njia ni hiyo tu ya Talam. One day, one time. Now, the second reason why Lagat has stepped aside is the fact that Ruto personally called the father of Albert and apologized. And on top of that, he gave an additional 3 million Kenya shillings to the dad, and Raila added 2 million shillings and so on. So definitely by the time the president is calling the father and promising that heads will roll, how likely then is it that Eliud Lagat will survive? I don't think it can happen. Eliud Lagat was probably told by Ruto's proxy Murkomen to step aside. Especially because he's doing embarrassing things na yeye ni mtu wa nyumbani. So anywho, long story short, Lagat is gone. What we are now waiting for is OCS Talam to give the evidence incriminating Lagat, na mambo itakuwa concluded kwa mahakama. And if there's anyone doubting that Talam will squeal and he will give out all the information, let me just give you 2 reasons why that will happen. Reason number 1, legal fees. The legal fees of Talam is finishing him. Lawyers are not cheap. They like it when you're in court. And on such a big case, you have to go all out and get the best lawyers because you are fighting for your own freedom. Probably he has used his money. Others have donated. Na mchango imeisha. As we speak, I've had Talam's lawyer telling the judge to give a cash bail of 7,000 Kenya shillings because that is all the client can afford. Here's a tip.
And will humbly, Your Honor, suggest that he be released on cash bail or 7,000 shillings. That is what he can afford because we also know the conditions of the officers.
So mtu ambaye raising 7,000 is a challenge. There's no way he wants this to drag on forever and ever because he stands to lose, financially that is. Second reason why Talam is likely going to talk is the fact that his prison sentence could be significantly reduced if he proves that he's not the author of this wicked plan to torture Albert. Because usually the brains of the operation is the one who gets the lion's share. So if he talks, Eliud could get 35 years, Talam maybe 18. Akinyamaza, atakufa na ngori, the 35 years will be his and Eliud will go retire silently in Eldoret, or he could even be reinstated. Remember, he has not resigned. He has stepped aside. His deputy anashikilia tu kidogo. Hii ngori ikiisha na Talam, they will say, it is solved, you know, ni mtu wa nyumbani, watapanga namna hii, and is reinstated. So Talam is in between a rock and a hard place. You keep quiet, you serve 35, 40 years for something which, yes, you are part of, but you are not the brains of the operation. You're not even the complainant. And if you speak the truth, you get a lighter sentence, but how sure you'll be treated well by the prison wardens, considering when umeangusha DIG? I'm telling you, this is very hard mathematics, but at the end of the day, talking is better. It's better to shave off 20 years in your sentence than to go down with a ship. But that's just my take, guys. Do let me know your own comments in the comment section below. Do you believe Talam is the missing link that will put away Eliud Lagat, or irrespective of what happens, he is inconsequential? Just drop me your own comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. In the event you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.